Students, in our previous lecture we have studied the derivation of second equation of motion. Today we are going to study the derivation of position velocity relation or third equation of motion by graphical method. As you know that by graphical method we use the velocity time graph for uniformly accelerated motion when the object initially not at rest. So first of all we have to draw the velocity time graph when initially the object is not at rest. If object is not at rest, then the position of the object initially at point P, and it is moving with some initial velocity and it moved a distance up to point Q. Here the object having the final velocity, and this is the time interval during which this change in the velocity it occurs. So we want to calculate the distance traveled under this curve. Now we know that the VT graph for uniformly accelerated motion, then the total distance traveled by the object in given time t is given by area under VT curve. So here in this figure we have to study this area, and this area is under the curve AB. Now if we look at this figure, in second equation of motion we divided this area into two parts. The first one is your rectangle and second one is your triangle. To drive the third equation of motion, we change this area in the form of a trapezium. Just look at this figure. This is the curve PQ and this is the QT velocity, that is the final velocity. And how it comes? We know that this portion it gives us the initial velocity, and this is the difference between initial and final velocity. If we use the first equation of motion, then we know that V minus U is equals to AT. And if we write the another form of first equation of motion, then the total final velocity of the object, that is equal to initial velocity plus acceleration into time. So instead of this we will use the final velocity here, that this QT it is equal to V, and this OP part, that is this part OP, that is U, and this is the total time interval during which the change in the velocity it occurs, that is OT, it is equal to T. So we want to calculate the total distance traveled by the object, that is S is equal to area under VT curve, that we are talking about the area OPQT. This is OPQT. Now this is a trapezium. In your 8th class you have studied the formula for area of trapezium, that the area of trapezium OPQT, and we know the formula that area of trapezium is equals to half the sum of parallel sides into height. Look at this figure. These are the two parallel sides and this is the perpendicular distance that we called height of the trapezium. So we will substitute the value of these parallel sides and the height in the formula. Then this is from figure, total distance traveled is equals to half into OP plus OTQ. These are the parallel sides multiplied by the perpendicular distance between these two parallel sides. So OP here it is equal to U, QT it is equal to V, and OT is equal to T. Now substitute these value in this, that the total distance is equal to half the sum of parallel side. From figure, this is V and this is U and this is height. Then by substituting these values, then we get V plus half V plus U multiplied by T. Let this be equation 1. Now we will use the first equation of motion to calculate the value of T. So we know that V minus U upon T is equals to A. If we cross multiply it, then we get T here and A in the denominator. Then the value of T is V minus U upon A. Let this be equation 2, and we will substitute this equation 2 in equation 1 in this equation. Now by substituting equation 2 in equation 1, we get that S is equals to half. This is this part we have calculated earlier, that sum of parallel sides multiplied by time. Then we will substitute this value instead of T. then v minus u upon a. Now we get v plus u into v minus u upon 2a. If you remember, in mathematics you use a identity that a plus b into a minus b, that is equal to a square minus b square. So we will apply this identity here, then we will get total distance traveled is equal to v square minus u square upon 2a. Now if we cross multiply these two parts, then we get 2as is equals to v square minus u square, or we can write it as v square minus u square is equal to 2as, and this is position velocity relation for uniformly accelerated motion. We will use this equation when time is not given to you, and out of these four, that is final velocity, initial velocity, acceleration and distance traveled, out of these four any one of the term that we want to calculate, then we will use this third equation of motion. So students, how we can apply this equation for solving the numericals? Then here it is the numerical application. An Airbus runs on a runway from rest. First of all, underline this. From rest means what do you understand from this from rest? It means we are talking that its initial velocity is 0. Its final velocity is 720 km per hour. Now underline its unit, that this is not its SI unit, we have to convert it. The length of the runway is 1000 meter. That length means we are talking about the distance. So calculate the uniform acceleration of the bus. Now the given things which are here in the question, that is initial velocity, that is equal to 0, final velocity, that is 720 km per hour. Now we have to change this kilometer per hour into meter per second. Then we will multiply this 720 by 5 and by 18. This by solving this we will get 200 meter per second. Now total distance covered, that is 1000 meter. We want to calculate acceleration. So which equation we will apply? Time is not given here. Then we will use this third equation of motion, that 2as is equals to v square minus u square. Now substituting the values, first of all find out the formula that we want to calculate the acceleration, then v square minus u square upon 2s. So substitute all these values, that your final velocity is 200, then it is 200 square minus 0 square upon 2 multiplied by 1000. Now by solving this we will get the acceleration, that is 20 meter per second square. Therefore the acceleration of the bus is 20 meter per second square. So students, at your book there are blueprint questions on page 109. These 5 questions, they are totally based on the application of 3 equations of motion. So you have to solve these questions on your notebook. Thank you.